and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so I'm here with Scraplift Crafternoon, and I'm combining that with Baby Cat Scraps, which is a hop for the month of January. Scraplift Crafternoon is where a group of my friends and I get together, find inspiration, and scraplift it. And this week we are scraplifting Julie, which is Scraps by Jules on Instagram, and her information will be below in the description box. And for my scraps, I'm using some random St. Patrick's Day scraps from, I can't even tell you what papers. And then I have a couple of papers from my 49 and Market, and then some random green, just cardstock. And then I have a black background paper, some scraps, or some stickers that I've had for a long time, and then my Spectrum Gardenia embellishments. So I'm hoping to use up some of those in the greens and blacks and whites that I've kind of pulled out to the top so that I can hopefully use up some of that. And then I'd love to get some of these embellishments from the St. Patrick's Day stuff used. So I have my papers and scraps, my embellishments, my picture, and this awesome layout. So let's see how this goes. So I have this perfect sized paper left from the Spectrum Gardenia. And then I have this one small little strip of this green plaid. It's like a olive drab green. So I just cut that so that it's going to come behind my picture. And then I have this regular like Kelly green paper scrap, and it's also not going to be long enough because first it's from an 8x11, so obviously it's not going to be long enough for a 12x12. But since it's also going to be, you know, tucked in behind a picture, I figure I could make that work. So I've got those. Then I decide on the layout, she also has one of the same papers that she's got a scrap of over on the left side, kind of towards the middle, is on the far right side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with this Kelly green paper because I didn't have any more of that plaid paper. So because I put the Kelly green down first, I want the Kelly green to be further away on that one in the middle. So I'm actually going to flip-flop the way that those are and have the plaid on the outside. So there's like a little bit of a gap of black between the Kelly green papers as well as that plaid paper. Excuse me. So I tore a very little bit off of the edge of this 49 and Market paper. And the other side is also green, but it's got a lot of white in it, and I really wanted to stick more with the green. I'm not doing a mono layout, except really it is. The only thing I have on here other than the green is black and white, and then I'm going to bring in a little wood grain later. But so really kind of is a monochromatic, but it's fine. So I'm thinking I'm going to cover this gap here with this Cherished Life or Charmed Life or whatever, but I don't like the way that it looks. And so I take this little card, and it says something like single tulips, just a little card, and I'm going to end up using that. Now, she has some tags sticking out, and she's got like little not ribbon, but like yarn or something, thread between her tags. And I did consider doing that, but I'm not a huge, I don't do that often. And a lot of it's because I don't plan, obviously, because I pull out things after I get started that I wasn't planning on using, like the ink. I wasn't paying enough attention that there is mixed media in the background on this layout. Y'all, like, I need to pay more attention, especially when we're doing things like this, where, like, the whole point is to kind of nod to and, you know, lift her layout. So you're going to see that I'm going to pull out some ink and a stamp right here. And I pull a stamp from a Tim Holtz Distress stamp set. And I also use my Distress Oxide and old paper, which I thought would stand out better on this black and still bring like some green. Like, it's kind of looks more white on here, honestly, but that's fine. And I use a similar pattern that she's got, and I just put some of these little bubbly circle looking things all around in different places that I know are going to peek out from behind embellishments or the picture. So I get that on there. I want this white tag in the middle to stand out and be further out. I also want some of that black and white stripe to show because it's kind of pointless if I don't. So I pull that out far enough, and I want to put that down first because I'm going to put that little tulips thing over here, but I want it to just barely be on there, just as far as it needs to be on there to cover the gap between the top part of that green paper and the bottom part. So, because I don't want it to be too much closer because I've got that white tag where I'm going to do all my journaling. Now, I could journal on the black, and I may go back later and add some embellishments onto that black. Also, I'm going to admit now, I didn't put a title on here. And I could use like this little quote that I use on here as my title, but I think I'm going to put a title where she actually has hers down in the bottom right corner. I just don't do it on camera, y'all. Let me just say, it is 1:52 as I am in the morning. As I'm telling you this, I am wide awake. I should not be, but I am. I mean, I've been up since 8:30, 8 really. So, anyway. So, back to my layout. I do pull out some assemblage required wood grain hearts to add to my layout because I've already pulled tickets and things that I've got tucked in. I did a couple of things I fussy cut of some tickets and from the 49 Market collection, and then I'm covering my tag holes that aren't really there with a little bubbles from the 49 Market collection. Then I use a moonlight pen to journal in gold because I feel like gold goes along with this. This is a Christmas layout, y'all. I know you may not know that, but this is what my son begged for his Christmas present, is this blow up costume of a leprechaun. Mind you, he was born on St. Patrick's Day, and I have never seen so much joy. It is absolutely like transformational to see him put that suit on. He's like a wallflower. Like, he acts himself around me and like our family and stuff, but he is such a wallflower and so quiet and reserved. For him to come busting out in this outfit and acting like he honestly, I think he has a career in being like someone's like mascot. So anyway, I love how this turned out. Please go check out all the other ladies who are scrap lifting with me and scrap lifting this gorgeous layout from Julie. All their information will be below, as well as the playlist, as well as Baby Got Scraps. That's through the month of January, where we just use up our scraps, and I'm loving getting those used up. So I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. I would also love you to come see me again very soon. Hope you have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.